somebody tough. I can pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like Waka Flocka Flame. I put the Jones Shorty.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number one along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round one, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They will run with Grant. There he goes again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally taken down at the 15. 55 rushing yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Grant. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down now. It's Grant. Breaks through the contact. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
On third down, Grant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And when you review his performance last week in the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Romo's throw pulled in by Lamb. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Romo now to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Smith. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Romo. To the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the 1st quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Romo here on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Romo. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Romo now to throw. He's got Smith here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and he guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll roll him out right, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Grant. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Romo. It's caught. Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A shotgun snap for Romo. Smith catches left side. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Romo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Packers pick it up. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Romo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Romo. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun, here's Romo. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Romo. Left side to Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down throw. Romo. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're... Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is... There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of it.
Get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Looking for his tight end. Intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. To throw is Romo. And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. For a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. first and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for third down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Romo. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Back to throw, Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
139 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, 32 yards. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now it's Romo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. On the move to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Romo. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Romo. He finds his man. Complete. It's Johnston. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Romo on 4th down. And some space here. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. Romo gonna throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should be 4. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And even 150 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Flush to his right. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 9. They go back to Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So now the Cowboys down by 15. At time, a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
We certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Second down at 4. Looking to throw. Romo dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they like to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
McManus's point after is good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.